Hey everyone, welcome to Shima Flow Yoga. I'm Jody and thank you very much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new to the channel, we are a lifestyle-based channel. We have a ton of yoga videos and a lot more to come. We do product reviews. What else do? We do cooking videos, vegan cooking videos, and we just started a new segment called Wine on a Dime, where we feature wines for $10.99 or less. So check out the channel, hit the subscribe button, and every time we release a new video, you will be notified right away. So today, by request, we are offering a Yoga for Golfers video. And I'm excited about this video because I recently started golfing myself. I'm very new, but I actually learned a lot in the short amount of time I've been golfing, so I'm excited about that. So in this video, we're going to cover, some really important parts of the golf game, or what you can do to improve your golf game. Okay, so we're going to focus on breath awareness and visualization, and breath awareness is really important to help reduce stress and relieve tension and anxiety, and that can be one of the #1 things that can mess up your golf game if you're not focused, if you're not cool and calm. So we're going to focus on breath awareness. We're going to focus on flexibility, which will increase your range of motion with your golf swing. We're going to focus on strength, of course, to build strength overall, but the strength we build is going to you're going to still remain flexible. And that's the cool thing about yoga, is we build the strength, but we also stretch the muscles. So we have that flexibility. We're going to focus on balance, which is really key for consistent golf swing. And we know in golf, it's very, very imbalanced, right? We're always moving kind of in one way. It's not quite even on both sides. So this is really going to be good to help with balance. And then of course the core. We need that core strength, which goes right hand in hand with balance. And it keeps it really nice and strong for front and the back body to keep your posture upright and really strong. So those are the things we're going to be focusing on. So practice with an open heart and an open mind, and you will do just fine. So grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. All right, so let's get started in a seated position. We're not going to be seated too long, but you might want to grab a blanket, fold it up, elevate your hips. Just a little bit, it makes it a little bit more comfortable. And we're going to begin with meditation right away. So rest your hands on your lap, close your eyes, and lengthen up through your spine. And we're just going to focus on our breath. So in this meditation will be breath awareness. So just noticing the breath as you inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. And the idea in this meditation for right now in this video is to create space between our thoughts, right? To create a clear, relaxed mind. So whatever thought you're thinking about right now in this moment, go ahead and let it go and focus completely on your breath. Just noticing the qualities of your breath, what you're feeling through your nose, how your body is moving, the sound of your breath. And again, if another thought popped in your mind, repeat the process, let it go, and return to focus on your breath. And do that again. Let go of any thoughts in your mind. Focus on the qualities of your breath. Okay, we're going to move on to visualization. However, if you want to meditate for a little bit longer and continue this practice, just hit the pause button and continue on as long as you need to, and then hit play again when you're ready to move into visualization. So keeping your eyes closed, now we're going to take this time to set ourselves out on the golf course. Okay, and when you bring yourself to this place, just take a moment to notice what surrounds you, the color of the grass, the trees that surround you, the sky, how blue it is, how many clouds, maybe the sound of birds nearby. Could be even people in golf carts passing by. Whatever it is that can really bring you into the moment. And then you're going to take yourself to a place where you're going to create this visualization of something that you want to achieve. Something you're striving for as you play this game. And take yourself through every motion of what it is you see. From the clothes you're wearing, to the way you're standing, to the movement of your body as you swing. The sound of your club hitting the ball. And watch yourself achieve your goals. All right, let's start to open the eyes. And again, if you want more time for this visualization, just simply hit the pause button and then join back in when you're ready. So we're going to remain in this seated position, placing your hands on your knees, and we're going to start to warm up the spine and the core and the torso. So this is called a seated cat-cow. And we're going to move with the breath as we move through this practice today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to inhale. And I'm going to turn to the side so you can kind of see the shape of my body. And if you're getting tired of this seated position, you can always do this in a kneeling position, just like this. If you have a block with you, a yoga block or a pillow that's kind of high up, you can always just sit on the block, and this will elevate your hips just very nicely and comfortably. So I'm going to come back to the seated position. We're going to place the hands on the lap, and we're going to start with a seated cow pose. So from here, we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, and then just kind of arch to the back. So you're feeling nice compression through your back and through your spine. And then exhale, we're going to do the opposite. Come to cat pose. We're going to round the back. So the navel comes to the spine, and we round the back, kind of lean back. So now we're feeling a nice stretch through the back body. Okay? Inhale back into your cow pose. Take your gaze up, open your heart, open your throat. Exhale to cow pose. Keep moving with the breath. Inhale, lift. And exhale, round. Do this a few more times. And what I really want you to do here is really start to connect your breath and the movement of your body. So just take it at your own pace. You don't have to follow my pace exactly. Follow your breath. Allow yourself to open up through the front on the inhale and then round through the back on the exhale. Do it a couple more times. Let's inhale one more time into our cow pose. And then exhale to cat pose. And then we're going to come back up to a nice neutral spine here. All right, so let's inhale and reach the arms up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Okay, and then on the exhale, in fact, turn this way for you guys again. On the exhale, drop your right arm down and then reach your left arm up and over and just side stretch here. Take your gaze up. Take one more breath in and kind of open the shoulder up as you reach for the fingertips. Anchor this right hip down or the left hip down as you reach through your fingertips. Take one more breath in and then exhale, lower down, and then let's switch sides. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, press the right hip down, roll that right shoulder open, take the gaze up. Inhale, come up. One more time each side. Exhale, just breathe into that stretch. This feels so good. Good. And then one more time, inhale, exhale, reach up, and exhale. Come back up. Now we're going to add a twist here. Okay, now keep sitting up tall. So if you lost this posture, pull your belly back in and lift your chest up towards the sky. We're going to inhale and lift the arms up. And then we're going to twist to the right. So you're going to twist to the right. Right arm comes behind, left hand on the outside of that knee. And you're just going to take your gaze over your shoulder. Pull your belly in. Inhale, reach up. Take the gaze up. Exhale. Okay, so notice this twisting motion, right? So we twist trying to create more flexibility through the midsection. Good. Exhale. All right, so think about this when you are swinging your club, right? The movement of your body. Inhaling and exhaling. We'll do one more on each side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and twist. And then inhale, reach up. And exhale and twist. Good. Come back up to center. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring your hands down. All right. So we're going to move into child's pose. So we're going to turn back to the front of the mat. And sit back on the heels. Fold over your thighs. And just relax down. And notice this nice stretch you're feeling in the back of the body. Relax your head. And just take a couple breaths here in child's pose. So child's pose is a really great pose to come to if you're feeling you need to take a little break. And if this pose isn't the one for you to rest in, you can just come to a seated position, and that's perfectly fine too. So we're going to reach our arms out to the front of the mat. And when you reach your arms out, just look up and take a peek at your hands. We want to bring them just a little bit wider than shoulder width distance. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And then notice how my elbows are lifted up, my arms are straight. So a lot of times we kind of get lazy and sink those elbows down. Let's just walk those hands forward a little bit and get that length through the arms. Pull the shoulders back. You feel that nice stretch through the shoulders. All right, we can create a lot of tightness in our body through our swing in our shoulders, right, in our arms and our chest. So getting into that nice stretch. And then we're going to rise up to downward facing dog. So we're going to come up on the knees, tuck the toes under, okay? Lift your hips, lift your knees, and then push away into downward facing dog. Now drop your head down so that you're looking, right about at your knees. And then take your hands and feel the weight in your hands. Press into your hands, push away. Relax your head. If you're tight in the back of your body, bend your knees here. This will allow you to sink that upper body a little bit deeper. Pull your belly in. Okay, on the other hand, if you want to feel a little bit more, straighten out those legs. Press your heels down. Lift your tailbone up towards the sky. Take a couple breaths here. Sometimes it feels good just to sway your hips side to side. It gets a little bit deeper. Stretch into the hamstrings, into the calves. Actually, the entire back of the legs get a really nice stretch here when you just gently sway your hips side to side. Okay, let's come back to center, and we're going to walk the hands all the way back to our feet. Now we're in a standing forward fold. Okay, so we're folding forward. Again, always bend those knees if you need to. Relax the head here. Okay, if you want more, you can start to straighten those legs and just gently draw your hands around your legs to pull yourself in to feel that deeper stretch. Good. Now we're going to
stand up. But first, let's bring some balance to the feet. So as we focus on the feet, kind of relax your toes a little bit, and then press through the four corners of your feet. So it's the space below your big toe, right below your pinky toe, your inner heel and outer heel. And then we're going to rise up. A little bend in the knees as we come up to the standing position. We're going to reach our arms all the way up. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. We're going to go ahead and bring those arms to our sides. Okay? So we're going to come into a pose called chair pose. And I'm going to face you for this pose. So you can keep facing the front of the room. Now in this pose, your feet can be hip width distance, okay? Or you can bring your toes together. Okay, so it's going to depend on what's going to feel best for you. If you can bring your toes together, let's bring them together because we're going to move into a twist, and it's easier to come into this twist when our legs are together. So we're just going to bend the knees. And we're going to sit back, and I want you to imagine you're sitting in a chair. So we don't want to be leaning forward into our knees. We want to send the hips back, like we're really sticking our booties out. Lift the chest up, sweep the arms up towards the sky, and take your gaze up. Now pull your belly in and up, and notice what you feel. All the way from your lower back up to your upper back. All the strength that you're creating, and at the same time we're creating this lower body strength, right? This is a good, really good for posture. So when you're getting into your swing, keeping that chest up, drawing the shoulders down. Feel the strength you're creating in your back. Good. Take a deep breath in. Now on the exhale, you're going to sweep the right arm behind you, left arm in front of you, and take your gaze over. Try not to swing your knees to the right when you do this. Keep the knees straight and just focus on this twist. And it doesn't matter how far you twist here. It's what you're feeling. You want to feel a little something, but don't force anything. Now reach your arms back up. Look up and then exhale. Sweep the arm behind you. Take your gaze behind you. Again, keep those knees forward. Try not to shift them to the left, okay? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sweep. Pull your belly in. Nice, strong core. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and sweep. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and sweep. Inhale, up. Exhale, sweep. Good. Inhale up, and exhale, stand up. Come into a standing position. Okay, bring your hands to your heart, and we're just going to take a moment to gaze at your fingertips. Come to your breath. Clear your mind. Breathe in deeply. Okay, take a deep breath in, nice and slow. And then exhale slowly out. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Okay, and you can do this anytime that you need to. Anytime you need to, just to focus, and you don't have to bring your hands together on the golf course like this to do that. But maybe you're holding your golf club and you just need to take that moment. Give yourself it's just taking a couple seconds to breathe in and breathe out, and you will become so much more focused and so much more calm. All right, so we're going to come into a balanced pose. It's called tree pose. All right, so kind of step towards the top of the mat because we're going to move back from here. And we're going to start again. Bring your hands back to your heart and take your left heel and place it right on your right ankle. All right, and we're going to find a focal point with your eyes. We call it drishti in yoga, okay? So you want to find something that is still, a non-moving object. So it could be your fingertips if they're not moving, or it could be kind of slightly in front of you. I'm seeing a little kind of cable box thing on the wall. That's something I would focus on. So just find something in your space that you can focus on. And let's start to stand up tall. Pull your belly in and up. Okay, lift your chest, shoulders relax down. So from here, we're going to very slowly just take that foot up and place it on right above the ankle, right on your calf. And then, you know, you might be wobbling a little bit here. That's okay. Maybe you're really balanced here and you can go a little bit deeper. You're going to just take your left hand, grab your foot, and lift that foot up into your inner thigh. Bring your hands back, and then open your knee out a little bit, and this is going to help open up your hips a little bit as well. So while we're working on balance, we're working on opening up through our hips. And then just keep your eyes steady and find your breath. When you're ready, you're going to reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Or if you're outside, up towards the sky. Maybe you're doing this on the golf course. Now that's a good idea. Keep reaching up. Again, balance is really great
in the golf game to really help with that consistency of your swing. Good. Bring your hands back to your heart. Okay, now we're going to take this left leg back, and I want you, let's really try to do this with control, almost as if we're stepping in slow motion. We're going to take this left leg back and we're going to step it all the way back. See, we're still balancing here. We're going to step it all the way to the back of the mat into a lunge position, and from here you're going to place your hands on the mat. Okay, so your back toe is tucked under your knees, right about above your ankle. You can drop your knee. In fact, let's all drop our back knee to start. And then reach your arms up, okay? So this is a lunge position. So this pose right here is going to help build strength in the legs. You need that, obviously, that's the foundation, right, of anything, is your lower body. Your feet and your legs are supporting yourself, so you need that strength. So this is going to help to build strength in the legs. It's also going to help open up through your hips. So as you sink your hips down deeper, feel the stretch to the front of this back leg. And when we open our hips, we open the back as well. So it helps to relieve any back tension or back pain, which definitely can be caused, right, by all that swinging motion. Okay, if you want more, tuck that toe under, lift the knee up. This will create a little bit more strength, and you can really feel it right away in that front thigh. So just hold and breathe. Come back to your breath. Pull the belly in, lift the heart, take your gaze up, reach your arms back. If you're gripping the mat with your toes and your right foot, relax your toes a little bit. Let's take one more breath in, and then exhale. Take your hands down. Left hand stays here on the mat, right arm reaches up. We're coming back to our twist. You can always drop that knee at any time. Drop it or lift it. Right shoulder, roll it back. See if you can take your gaze up to your hand. If it bothers your neck to gaze up, keep your gaze in a comfortable position. Straight forward, down towards your hand. Continue to breathe here. Good, one more breath in. Now exhale, place your right hand down and step your right foot back into a push-up position, plank pose. Okay, nice and strong right here. Take your gaze slightly forward. Now take the inside of your elbows here, and you can always drop your knees here, you guys. Spin the elbows forward, and we're gonna lower the body down, nice and slow. Take the gaze forward, pull your shoulders back, lower your elbows. Control, try not to flop. We're building strength to our upper body here, okay? Flip the toes, press into your hands, lift up. Okay, roll your shoulders back. Feel that, oh, nice compression through the back, nice back bending here. And then exhale. Let's tuck the toes, lift the hips, back to downward facing dog. And again from here, press into the hands, chest moves towards your legs, a nice sway to side really help to open up the back of those legs. All right, let's walk the hands back. Again, towards the feet, forward fold. This time maybe you can fold a little deeper. I know I feel a lot more open right now. So taking those hands around the ankles and just pulling yourself in or behind the calves, wherever you are. Relax the head down. Lean forward a little bit into the front part of the feet. Lift up through your tailbone a little bit more. So these very small movements we're creating really brings a lot of body awareness. Okay, slight bend in the knees, root down through your feet, toes relax. Let's stand all the way up. Reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Okay, so walk forward again to the top of the mat. Okay, take your gaze to your fingers. Okay, or even close your eyes here. Let's come back to that focus, regrouping. Deep breath in through your nose. Slowly exhale out. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale. It's amazing, isn't it? Just like how calm you feel automatically after just a couple deep breaths. Okay, here we go. Other side, tree pose. So let's take the right heel, place it above the left ankle. We're setting up first by lengthening up, pull the belly in, lift your chest, shoulders back, your gaze, find that focal point, Drishti. You might be staying here and just slowly lifting that foot up, just balancing for half a second. That's okay. It takes a lot of practice, balance does. Okay, the more you practice, the better you get. Okay, that foot can come up to your inner calf. Notice where you're at here. If you want to go a little bit further than that, take your right hand, grab onto your ankle, and bring your foot into your left inner thigh. Again, noticing where you are here. I always know I balance much better on my right foot than my left foot for whatever reason. And then reach your arms up if you want to reach just a little bit more. Come to your breath, slow deep breaths. All right, bring your hands back to your heart. We're going to make this transition again, stepping back into that lunge. So very slowly, still working on balance, as if we're moving in slow motion. Bend that front knee a little bit as you start to step the right leg back into that lunge position. Good job. Plant the hands down. Drop your knee down. Reach your arms up. Good. Sink down through your hips, lift up and reach back. Slow deep breaths in and out. See how that feels. If you want more strength, tuck the back toe under and reach up. So you'll notice if you have the back knee down and you're really sinking your hips down, that's going to work more on that flexibility through your hips, and that might be what you want, right? Or you might want to work more on that strength element. Then you lift that back leg up and you start to work on strengthening through your thighs. So you find what's going to work for you. Every day is going to be different. Good. Keep reaching. The more that you lift up through your chest and back, the more length you're creating through the front of the body, and you'll feel that nice stretch. Let's focus on the breath. One more breath in. Let's bring the hands down. Right hand comes down now, and float the left arm up into your twist. Again, you can always drop the back knee. Okay, let's lengthen up. So let's lift up out of this right hand and reach your fingertips up. And then the crown of the head lengthens, left shoulder opens up. So even in this twisting pose, you can feel how we're strengthening the back of the body, and the strengthening of the back body is so important for good posture. Okay, let's take one more breath in. Exhale, release. Both hands plant down. We're going to step back into our plank pose, high push-up position. Okay, spin the elbows forward, shoulders back, gaze forward, knees up, or you can lower the knees down. Very slowly lower, bend your elbows. Okay, slowly lower all the way down. Good. Flip your feet, press into your hands, lift up, roll your shoulders back, and just lift for a moment. And it doesn't matter, you can stay low or you can come up higher. Listen to your body. Good. One more breath in. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Good. Press through the hands, heart melts. Lift your tailbone, press the heels down. You can come back to swaying your hips side to side, or it might feel good just to press one heel down and bend the opposite knee to get a nice stretch here. Good. Let's breathe in one more time. Exhale, drop your knees down. Sit back on your heels and swing your legs around. Okay, so as I mentioned too, we're going to focus on a little bit of core here. Core goes hand in hand with posture. Core goes hand in hand with balance. Okay, so everything that we're doing here is connected. And core goes hand in hand just with being able to really feel much better in your body. It will give you a sense of confidence when you're feeling that strength in your core center. So we're going to bend the knees and you're going to bring your hands behind your knees. Okay, let's roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, lean back a little bit, and then just come right up onto your tiptoes here. Lift up one leg and then lift up the other leg. Okay, so you feel that strength. Pull your belly in, shoulder blades together, and then see if you can let these hands go for a minute. This is called boat pose or Navasana. You can feel the strength here. Find your breath. We're going to move a little bit in this boat pose. So in the inhale, we're going to come to half boat. You're going to lean back, straighten your legs and hover. Okay. Exhale, come back up. You can always place your hands here for support. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, up. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. One more time, inhale, back. Exhale, up. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just very gently touch your toes back on the mat. Lift your chest up. Let's get reestablished here. Okay, lift your legs up. Bring your palms together. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. If you need to place those toes back, that's okay. Keep moving. You can still really effectively strengthen your core center with those feet down. Just moving side to side. Take your gaze all the way over that shoulder to encourage a deeper twist. Keep those shoulder blades pulling towards each other. Good. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. All right. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so now we're going to do the opposite, right? The core is not just the front of the body, it's the back of the body. It's all the way from the bottom, you know, both sides, up to your shoulders. So let's go ahead and come into a position on our bellies. And this is called locust pose. So we're going to bring the arms to the sides. Keep your gaze forward. You can rest your chin down if you want. Let's take a couple breaths here. Okay, next inhale, you're going to lift the chest up. Roll the shoulders back, reach your hands back. Exhale, lift your legs. Keep your legs straight. Take your gaze forward. It's as if you're reaching back for your feet. You can always interlace your fingers here. Hold it here. Now really lift up. Squeeze your glutes to lift. Everything should feel strong through the legs. A little bit more intensity. You can bring your arms out to goalpost arms. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, lift higher. 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Just rest for a moment. Where you can really feel that in the back, huh? As you're resting, notice how it feels in your body. Bring awareness to the sensation. Okay, one more time, arms to your back. Inhale, lift. Roll the shoulders back, reach to your fingertips. Exhale, lift the legs. Straighten them, point the toes. Everything should feel really strong here. Come to your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Hands under your shoulders. Press up. Sit all the way back to child's pose. Okay, your knees we're going to bring together. Sit back on the heels and fold over the thighs. You can rest your forehead on your hands if you want to stack your fists
or your palms, or you can take your hands, arms to your sides, and relax this way. And let's just take a couple breaths here in child's pose. Get another wonderful resting pose that helps create balance in our yoga practice. So again, another key, actually this is not balance, creating balance not just for golfing, right, but for life, really. We need to create this balance of effort and release. All right, let's slowly release. Just press your hands down, push yourself up. We're going to swing the legs around and come onto our backs for our final pose, which is a reclined twist. Okay, so we're going to come on back. And we're going to draw the right knee into the chest. You know, pull the right knee in and then cross it over to the left. Reach your right arm out and then take your gaze over to the right. You may need to scoot your left hip over a little bit to the right to feel a little bit more depth in the twist, more depth and sensation. Use your left hand to gently press, okay? So not only is this twist affecting, right, our lower back and spine, you can feel it in the hips, right, in the outer hip area here. And the more that you press down, the deeper that sensation is. Of course, you always move very slowly as you deepen into these postures. But, you know, you're your own best teacher. So just listen to what your body's telling you. Don't force anything. Don't play through injury or pain. Allow yourself to take the breaks that you need to. And one more breath in. And let's slowly release out. All right, bend the knees. We're going to come back in this time. The left knee comes in, the right leg extends. Deep breath in. And then exhale. Let's cross it over. Left arm reaches out. So you see I'm finding myself kind of scooting my hips over a little bit because that allows me to feel just a really nice deep stretch here through my back, and actually more the left side. Feels awesome. One of my favorite postures, really. Just press through your right hand to deepen, kind of anchoring the left shoulder down. Focus on your breath. All right, let's slowly release out. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. I like to circle the knees around. It gives me a nice release through the back. Good. Take one more breath in. Hug the knees in a little bit more. Lift the lower back up. Feel that nice stretch. And then exhale, release the feet all the way out to the corners of the mat. We're going to move into our final resting pose of Shavasana. So bring your arms to your sides, turn the palms up. Let the feet, legs completely relax. And let's return to the breath as we find stillness in our space.
Okay, so we're going to start to awaken the body. And again, if you would like to extend your Shavasana this time in your final relaxation, just hit the pause button and rest for as long as you need to. And then hit play when you're finished. So from here, we're going to bend the knees and roll over to either your right or left side. And we'll slowly press into the hands to come up to a seated position, and let's see if we can keep the eyes closed as we make this transition. Bringing the hands back to the heart. Let's take one more deep breath in together. Sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Join the palms. Exhale. Pull the hands back to your heart. Namaste. Nice job, everyone. So the cool thing about this video, I think, is that, as I mentioned, in all these different aspects of the practice, the meditation, the visualization, if you want to hold a pose longer, Shavasana, you can always pause and, adapt to however you're feeling that day. And the other thing is, every time, if you come back to this practice, which I advise you to do at least 3 times a week, you can, obviously change this visualization, right? So it doesn't have to be the same thing every time, but really allowing yourself to practice that. So whether you're hitting your tee shot or your second shot into the green or you're putting for a birdie, whatever it may be, take that time that you need to create this visualization, and I guarantee this will help you. So if you enjoyed this video, press the like button, comment below. If you'd like to see more of this, let me know, or any other video. I would be happy to look at your requests and honor those as best that I can. So share the video with others, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Namaste.